What if someone obtains a judgment against you by submitting false documents, suppressing important facts, or committing fraud before the court? Will such a judgment remain valid forever? Can you still challenge it after the court has passed the order? The law is very clear: any judgment, decree, or order obtained by fraud has no validity in the eyes of law. There is a well-known legal maxim: fraud vitiates everything. This means fraud destroys the very foundation of justice. I am Advocate Mukund Mahajan, and you are watching Legal Information Law Insights. Our mission is to empower you with the truth of law. Friends, if you find our content valuable, please consider becoming a channel member via the GPay QR code on your screen for 59 rupees or 119 rupees. Your support helps us continue providing high-quality legal education. Now, let's dive further into more details. In this video, we will understand the doctrine of clean hands, important Supreme Court judgments, and how you can challenge a fraudulent court order. 1. Doctrine of clean hands. The fundamental principle of law is that a person seeking relief from the court must approach it with clean hands. This means that he must present the complete truth before the court and must not suppress any material fact. If a person suppresses facts, submits false documents, or misleads the court, he abuses the judicial process. Such a person is not entitled to any relief from the court. This principle is extremely important to maintain the sanctity of the judicial process. 2. Fraud vitiates everything. Effect of fraud. The well-known legal maxim is, fraud vitiates everything. This means that if any order or decree is obtained by fraud, it is treated as invalid from the very beginning. Such an order is void ab initio, meaning it is null from the start. It can be challenged at any stage. If a person submits forged documents, suppresses material facts, or misleads the court, such a judgment cannot stand in law. 3. First important judgment. S.P. Chingalvarya Naidu vs. Jagannath, 1994. This case is considered one of the most important landmark judgments on the principle of fraud. In this case, the Supreme Court clearly held that if a person obtains a decree by suppressing material facts, such a decree cannot be treated as valid. The court observed that deceiving the court is a serious matter, and a person who suppresses facts is not entitled to relief. The Supreme Court made the important observation that fraud avoids all judicial acts. This means fraud nullifies all judicial actions. The court also held that a person approaching the court must come with clean hands. If someone has obtained an order by suppressing facts, it can be challenged even in collateral proceedings. The impact of this judgment was that the sanctity of the judicial process was strengthened and fraudulent litigation was discouraged. 4. Second important judgment. Dalip Singh vs. State of Uttar Pradesh, 2010. In this case, the Supreme Court held that a person who presents incorrect facts or suppresses material facts is not entitled to relief. The Supreme Court expressed concern that some litigants are treating courts like gambling houses and presenting distorted facts. The court clarified that if a petitioner deliberately suppresses material facts, the petition can be dismissed with heavy costs without even examining the merits. This judgment further strengthened the clean hands doctrine and made courts more cautious. 5. Third important judgment. Ram Kumar vs. State of Uttar Pradesh, 2022. In this case, the Supreme Court reiterated that an order obtained by fraud is null and can be challenged at any stage. The court held that if the foundation itself is based on fraud, the entire structure built upon it collapses automatically. The Supreme Court also clarified that limitation does not apply to a void order obtained by fraud because a void order remains void forever. This judgment made it easier to challenge decrees obtained through wrongful means and strengthened the judicial process. 6. How to challenge a judgment obtained by fraud. If an order has been obtained against you by fraud, several legal remedies are available. You may file an appeal under Section 96 CPC. You may file a review petition. You may challenge an ex parte decree under Order 9 Rule 13 CPC. A separate suit alleging fraud can also be filed. Apart from this, such an order can also be challenged through a revision petition or even in collateral proceedings. The settled principle of law is that a judgment obtained by fraud is a nullity and can be challenged at any stage. 7. Impact on common citizens. These judgments have a significant impact on common citizens. They help prevent false litigation and protect property obtained through fraudulent documents. They increase transparency in courts and provide protection to honest litigants. They also strengthen public confidence in the justice delivery system. Conclusion. If false documents were submitted against you in court, material facts were suppressed, or the court was misled, there is no need to panic. The law clearly states that any judgment obtained by fraud is void. You can challenge such an order by relying on these Supreme Court judgments. The court protects honest persons and never accepts fraud. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it informative, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for more legal insights. I will meet you in the next video soon. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.